Hey, it's Miss Alana here, working on math, getting smarter and smarter every day, just like you. In this video, I am going to go over yesterday's daily math, and that was for Tuesday, October the 9th. So make sure that you have your graphing notebook with you and that the little slip is glued in there like that. And let's begin. Now, I already did all my answers, so I am just going to go over how to work them all out. That way you can either work with me to help you if you need help, or you can go over and check your answers. Are you ready? Let's begin. All right, so for number one, you have 5 questions. The first question is to subtract 75,000 minus 26,813. All right, so there it is right there. Subtract, and then we're going to check our work by adding. So I am using my graphing paper. Make sure that you write the numbers in the boxes nice and neat, okay? I don't want to show it to you yet because I have my answer down. So it's 75,000, write that on the top, and then 26,813 at the bottom. Make sure that everything is nicely lined up. You have your commas in the correct spot, okay? Don't forget, write your subtraction symbol right there, okay? All right, so let's start in the what place? In the ones place. 0, take away 3. Can't do that, so we need to borrow. Can we borrow from the 0? No. Can we borrow from the 0? No. So we need to borrow from the 5. So cross out that 5, and then it becomes a what? It becomes a 4 right there. Can you see it? No, you can't see it. All right, so the 5 becomes a 4, and then the 0 in the hundreds place becomes a 10, but then the next number has to borrow, then that becomes a 9, and then the 0 becomes a 10, and then that last the last 0 becomes a 3. So let me show it to you right here. Okay, so bam, right there. All right, so now we can subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 1 right there is 8, and then 9 minus 8, bam, right there, 1. Okay, and then the next one, it's 4 take away 6. Can I do 4 take away 6? Oh, no. So we need to regroup from the 7. Borrow from the 7. The 7 becomes a 6. Cross that out, make it a 6. And the 4 becomes a 14. And then 14 minus 8. So you can start at 8, count 8 in your mind. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 6. And the last one, 6 minus 2 is 6 minus 2. 4. All right, so we have 48,187. And now to check your work, I'm going to show you how I check my work. So to check your work, you take the answer, the difference, and the number you subtracted. I get so confused. I think that's a minuend. Put it right there. We're going to add those two together, and then you should get that 75,000. So if you subtracted and added correctly, bam, here's your work. Now, if not, don't just copy my answers. Make sure that you understand. So if you did not understand how to do that, watch the video again. But if not, ask me or ask a friend or a family member for help. Okay? All right, number 2. All right, moving on to number 2. Number 2 says, write all the factor pairs of 12, then list the factors in order from least to greatest. Okay, so first let's talk about a factor. What is a factor? A factor is a number that you multiply to get another number, okay? So factors are numbers that you multiply. So factor pairs, that means they need to go together. So we're going to think of all the numbers I can use to multiply to get to the answer 12. Now, we always start with, we're going to start with 1. We're always going to start with 1 because 1 is a factor of everything. All right, so it's 1 times what? 1 times 12. So I need stuff to cover. Okay, hold on. So I did the, all right, so I did right there. You see 1 times 12. Okay, now I notice that some people are just thinking of factors. I like to go in order to make sure that I write them all. So after 1, you think of 2. Can 2 go into 12? Well, yes, because 12 is an even number, so I know 2 is a factor of 12. 2 times what? 2 times 6. Bam, right there. And then look, you notice I have 1 and then 2. So next number is 3. Let's try 3. Can I do 3 times anything to get 12? Yes. 3 times 4. All right, and then think of anything else. Well, we have 4. 5 doesn't work. 6, we already did 6. 7 doesn't work. 8 times anything, no. 9 doesn't work. 10 doesn't work. 11 doesn't work. 12, we already have that. And that's it. Now, the next part of this question is to list the factors in order from least to greatest. And so I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So this is a 2-part question, just like number 1. Okay? All right. Moving on to number 3, 4, and 5. So 3, 4, and 5, these are word problems. So to do word problems, we need to do what? Use our cubes, clues. Cubes, clues, cubes, clues. All right. C step, go ahead and circle the numbers. Go ahead and you underline the keywords. B, box the question. E, eliminate unnecessary information. And S, solve and check. So number 3, I'll read it. Read it with me. Bianca bought a funnel cake at the state fair. Raise your hand if you like funnel cakes. Yes. Although that is a huge funnel cake. Maybe we could just share a funnel cake. All right. So she bought a funnel cake for $3.30 and she paid with a $20 bill. How much change should she get back? All right. So you should have underlined your numbers. Remember, numbers in word form. Go ahead and circle that too. So that 20 gets circled and the $3.30, that gets circled too. Underline some keywords. I underlined paid. I underlined cost. I underlined how much. I underlined change. I underlined dollar bill. And I went ahead and underlined funnel cake. All right. And then the question, to box the question, I highlighted it. How much change should she get back? So there is me doing my cubes clues right there. Now, the key word to help you figure out, now first, imagine in your mind, Bianca, or you can imagine you at a fair. You have that picture in your mind? All right, so you're at a fair, and then what? We're going to buy some funnel cakes. And now you can't just take the funnel cakes. You have to do what? You have to pay for the funnel cake. Here you go. Here you go is how much? Is $20. Where's my change? I need change. I need change. And so to calculate change, now she might have a register to do it, but you have a machine in your mind. That's your brain. And we can do what? We are going to subtract. We need to subtract. Now, when we subtract, what number goes on top? Always a larger number. So we're going to put the $20 in the top. And when we write our $20, we need to write it with a dollar sign and then the dollars and cents. So that's 20.00. And then when we subtract $3.30. Now I'm going to show you because I did the work, but that's how you line it up. Just like that. You see how the decimal points, they're on top of each other. Okay. So you don't have anything under that 2 because that $3, that's in the ones place. All right, go ahead and regroup. 0 minus 0, well, that's 0. We don't have to regroup. So then we're looking at the next 0 in the tenths place. That's right after the decimal. Well, that 0, we can't take away 3. So we regroup. Can't borrow from that 0. We got to borrow from the 2. The 2 becomes a 1. The next 0 becomes a 10. And then the 0 bar, so that 10 becomes a 9. So this is how I regrouped right there. And then when you subtract, what is your answer? What's your answer? There's my answer, $16.70. Thumbs up if you knew that and you got that right. All right, cool. All right, so let's move on to number 4. Number 4 says a farmer, read it with me, a farmer was planting vegetables in a garden. He planted 623 corn seeds, 519 turnip seeds, and 831 potato seeds. Okay, I don't think potatoes have seeds. I don't think they have seeds. I think the little spots on the potatoes is where new potatoes grow. So, I don't know. That's weird. How many seeds did he plant in all? All right, so go ahead and circle your numbers. I circled 623. I circled 519. I circled 831. And then next step, underline the keywords. So I underlined all the units. So corn seeds, I underlined that. Oh, and cool fact, when you eat corn, that's actually the corn seeds. The little kernels that you eat, those are the seeds. Isn't that weird? And then turnip seeds, I've never seen turnip seeds. I'm going to have to research that. And then potato seeds, which maybe like potato eyes. I don't know. All right, so underline that. I underline seeds. I underline how many. I underline in all. I went ahead and highlighted, or you can box the question. How many seeds did he plant in all? And then we're going to solve and check. All right, so the keyword is in all. And so imagine a farmer, or you could be the farmer. I could be the farmer with there's a lot of seeds. So imagine my garden is so huge. Your garden is so huge that we're planting all these vegetables. All right, that's a lot. We're going to need some help. All right, now, so to figure out how many seeds we're planting in all, what operation is that? That is addition. Now, different ways you can do it. I wrote all of the numbers down to add them all three at the same time. Some people like to add two and then have the answer and then add the other one. So which strategy do you like? Do you like adding them all together? Or do you like adding 2 by 2 and then add the next one? It doesn't matter which way you prefer as long as you what? Get the right answer. All right, so go ahead and write that down. Now I put them in order. I put mine in order from least to greatest. Bam, right there. Can you see that? And let's go ahead and add. I'm going to give you some time to add, whether you're doing it that way or 2 by 2. And I have my answer. Pause the video if you need to wait some more, if you need to work some more. All right, I'm ready to give you the answer. You ready? Now, do not copy my answers, remember, because when you cheat, who are you cheating? You're only cheating yourself. I need to see all your work in your notebooks, all the regrouping, carrying, whatever work to show. My answer is 1,973 seeds. What is your answer? Better be right. 1,973 seeds. Don't forget the comma and don't forget the unit. So the unit for the other one was the $sign. And the unit for this one is seeds. All right, moving on. And shout out to everyone that's writing answers in a sentence, in a statement form, because guess what? We're going to be working on that next. Not now. Next time. All right, so number 5. John bought, read it with me, John bought 2 boxes of books at a yard sale. If each box had 5 books, how many books did he buy? Go ahead and do your cubes clues. Circle the numbers. I circled, all these numbers are in word form. Go ahead and circle that. There's 2, and then there's 5. Underline your keywords. I underlined boxes of books. I underlined each book, books, how many books. You know, I think I'm going to underline bought. If you want to underline yard sale, that's fine too. All right, now remember when you're working on word problems, just make a movie in your mind. John, so imagine John, that's a boy. Or a girl named John, that's fine too. Or it could be you. Where are you at? At a yard sale, or maybe it's your yard sale. Raise your hand if you like going to yard sales, garage sales. You can get some deals. Raise your hand if you like having your own garage sale and your own yard sale. Oh, you get to sell stuff and then make money. What? And then someone else can use those toys that you're done playing with. But make sure you're not selling stuff that's broken, okay? All right, so imagine we're at a yard sale and he bought 2 boxes of books. So can you imagine boxes? I don't know. It could be a tiny box. It could be a medium-sized box. It could be a large box. And what's inside the box? What are inside? How many boxes? There are 2 boxes. So I drew 2 boxes. You could draw 2 boxes. And what's inside the box? There are books inside the box. So go ahead and draw books inside those boxes. And how many books? All right, there are 5 books in each box. So, okay, this is weird. There's my box. And, okay, why do I have round books? Okay, no, because I just drew circles to represent my boxes. You can draw actual boxes, actual rectangular shaped books if you would like to. So there are my 2 boxes at the yard sale, 5 books each. The question is how many books did he buy? So what do we need to do? Well, we can count in the picture. That's one way. We can add or we can multiply. So I went ahead and did all 3 strategies to show you. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or I could do 5 plus 5 equals 10. Or I could do 2 times 5 or 5 times 2 equals 10. And write your answer with the unit, 10 books. So John bought 10 books at the yard sale. All right, so we are done with Tuesday's daily math. Make sure your handwriting is nice and neat, because if not, you're going to do it over again. And we're going to move on to Wednesday. So I am going to actually, see, I went ahead and included it, and I am going to make the video as I'm working through that. So go ahead and get that done, and we're working on this. All right, love you all. Mwah.